Hello viewers and subscribers all over the world. Welcome to Okute Daily Talk TV. Here are the headlines that we need to treat. After the headlines, then I will then analyze these headlines based on my own understanding. I don't know about you. I am proud of my Igbo origin, culture. First Igbo Chief Imam of National Mosque, Tochukwu Usman, claims. Kwara government receives CNG-powered buses, tricycles from FG, which is federal government. Nigerian Army arrests Miye Allah President Bello Badejo. Family of Bello demands release of the Miye Allah President. Accuses Army of human rights abuse. And I don't see man. See where we are coming from and see where we are going. Let me remind you that the federal government is sharing what they call these CNG buses and the charging point and I think plants where all these things are being taken care of in all over the federation. Not any single one is being set up in the southeast area. They are sharing the buses now to other states. No any states in the southeast, not even APC state, get anyone. If there is any, please let me know at the comment section. Federal government have come out and told us pump and play that the only thing that they can give to the people of the southeast is imam. In other words, so that the imam will convert all southeasterners to become Muslims. You can see where this thing is going. Family of Bello Badejo is shouting that the militaries will release the Miye Allah president, who is just arrested. But our people are in Olo destroying. They said they're destroying Gentle Jack, Abi Gentle, Woto Yahoo, who is working for the Biafran Liberation Army, and saying that Simon Ekpa should die in jail. Bello Badejo is a head of the criminal gang called Fulani Herdsmen. Bello Badejo is the head of criminal and terrorist bandits called Fulani Herdsmen in the northeast, northwest, and north central. His people doesn't condemn him. I am not saying I am in support of anything bad, but you can compare these two, then do the minus and plus by your own self. Then tell me, in all the whole thing that you hear about all these headlines, among them all, who is the most mumu in this thing? Now the Igbo people, now them be the mumu. Igbo people, now them still remain the mumu till tomorrow. And that is why the government have seen them finish. And the government will continue to see them finish until the end of time. Until they decide to be wise. They give us chief imam. Railway, they are sharing it to other nations. To other regions. Good roads. Dave Umahi, our own brother, is the Minister of Works. He is busy building coastal highway. Kaduna to Zaria. Sokoto to Zaria. Sokoto to Zamfara. Abuja to Zamfara. I beg, make gonna tell me where on the southeast that Dave Umahi, who happens to be our own son, and let me just put it that way, despite the fact they say he's not a Biafran, but let me put it that way. As a Biafran, which road that this man have constructed or even repaired in the southeast? If there's anyone who I am not aware of, please tell me, and I will follow you to rejoice. But they give us chief imam. They give us chief imam. Now the whole Fulani cattle. Okay, let me tell you now. This guy now, I call Bello Badejo. It is not long they arrested him, military. But I can assure you that this guy will never stay there until this weekend or next week. He will be freed. Yes. He's the one that is supplying arms to all the whole Fulani headers that they use to perpetrate all those heinous crimes. All those AK-47s, Bello Badejo is the one that used to supply them. He's the one that the Fulani government arrested, and at the end of the day, they said they have to release him and drop all charges for the interest of justice and peace. Because the government of the day have been threatened by Fulanis to unleash mayhem. But our own brothers are busy killing their own people. Our own brothers are busy using Martin Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal to play politics and collect money from the federal government and go back home. The lies of Enyina Iberibe is there. The lies of Rojas Okorausa, Uzodinjo, Umahi, Nwike, what do they call this one? Bianco Juku. All of them, they are busy truncating with the oppressors of their own people and forget what they're supposed to do. Let us read the news for reading's sake, so that we keep it. I'm giving this news as what? As a record, and then for record purposes, just keep it. In years to come, some people will know that somebody like me has spoken over this matter. We will give you chief imam, but you can never get every other amenities because you have taken over your own country by your own self. That is the simple truth. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. The first Igbo Muslim to be appointed as chief imam of the National Mosque in Abuja, Professor Ilyas Utochukwu Usman, has said he is unapologetic being an Igbo man and the culture of the Igbo nation. The chief imam of Abuja National Mosque and the first Igbo professor of Arabic studies said, like all cultures, there are good and negative ones. Let me tell you, this man, where he want to enter everybody in now, they don't program him now. Look at what he said here. He said, Igbo nation. You hear what he said there? He said, Igbo nation. He's supposed to use that language, a political language. This one is a political language. To enter Igbos now. Tomorrow now, you will see him now. He will even be going to agitate now for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To enter our people very well. Go and mark my word. I don't just say for just saying sake. I say things because I sense them before they begin to happen. So let us continue. He stated that while his religion is against some Igbo culture, some are in line with what the religion teaches. Usman from Enugu State stated this at the unveiling of the Imams of the National Mosque, Abuja, by the Secretary General of Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Professor Isiako Oluyode. I want to say this unapologetically. Actually, every tribe has a culture and every individual has a culture. Whether you are a Muslim or Christian, in every culture, there are positives and negatives. For instance, in Igbo land, there was a time when twins were killed because they are seen as abominations in the society. And we know that even a practicing Christian will not accept this kind of culture. For instance, as a Muslim, my religion prohibits me from indulging in alcoholism, and I know that part of my culture is that whenever we have festivals, alcohol is consumed. As a Muslim, this kind of culture is an abomination because my religion prohibits it, which is a typical lie. Brukutu, high more than beers. That's what they call a brukutu in Hausa land. I have lived there. People who said they are not drinking alcohol. That small kettle they are holding sometimes, what is inside it is brukutu. It's not water to wash leg or to clean mouth. Nara. Psychophancy everywhere. So in every tribe, there are good and bad cultures. I accept good Igbo culture. In the southeast, we have good communal relationships where we are our brother's keeper. I accept that. When a brother, whether Muslim or non-Muslims, has a problem, I assist. This is a good culture. But any culture that has to do with idol worshipping, for instance, even our Christian counterparts don't accept that. I am a Muslim and Igbo man who will always try to foster the good Igbo culture that is in the line with the teachings of my religion, he said. Okay, now, he condemned about alcohol in the southeast, right? In the Igbo culture. This monkey, did he condemn about the killings of the Muslims from his own culture? He didn't do that. On Igbo brother, he condemned alcohol. Alcohol is a bad thing. It's being prohibited. Why the Northerners consume even alcohol more than the Christians or the Southerners? He condemned it. He said it's not good in our Igbo culture. What happened to your own? Then your culture of killings and maiming of people by the so-called Muslim fanaticisms. Who killed Deborah? Did you condemn that? He didn't condemn that act. Korasiam, Mumu. Earlier then, Oluyode said the NSCIA, since the establishment of the National Mosque in 1984, has been appointing in succession qualified Muslims who are worthy in character and scholarships to oversee the spiritual activities of the faithful. Oluyode stated that the clerics were unveiled after their consideration by the General Purpose Committee and endorsement by the National Fatwa Committee. So you can see that they are not just appointing an imam from the southeast, south zone. We are indeed appointing 2 imams from that zone. That shows clearly that in Islam it is about qualification. Arise TV quoted him saying. Kwara government received CNG powered buses, tricycles from the so-called Fulani government. Abeg, how many did they send to the southeast? Rather, they sent imam to the southeast. Government of Kwara State has received 20 gas-powered buses and 20 tricycles from the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative Program. The governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, at the handover ceremony held in Ilorin on Tuesday, expressed his appreciation to President Bola Tinubu and the leadership of the PCNGI for their commitment to alleviating the effects of fuel subsidy removal on the populace. The governor further stated that the 18-seater shuttle bus and tricycles will be incorporated to the state public transportation system and made available to residents at a subsidized cost. The executive vice chairman of PCNGI, Toyin Zubaye, praised Kwara State for its proactive approach to the CNG initiative and promised ongoing partnership. He emphasized that the federal government's objective is to convert 1 million vehicles from petrol to compressed natural gas as part of its initiative for cleaner energy. In November, the federal government said that low sulfur fuel and compressed natural gas would help protect the environment against natural disasters or pollution. The Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas Lawal, stated this while inaugurating the Interagency Committee on Fuels to promote the use of low sulfur fuel and compressed natural gas in the country in Abuja. He assured the government will continue to sensitize citizens to the potential of low sulfur fuel and compressed natural gas in the country. Lawal noted that the use of cleaner fuel will significantly reduce air pollution and human health challenges caused by the high sulfur in petroleum products. He added that high sulfur concentrations in fuel contribute to the rise in extreme weather, dirty air, and other effects of climate change, leading to the collaborative action towards ensuring a cleaner fuel environment and improved public health for our generation. Nigerian Army arrests Miye Allah Bello Badejo. Soldiers from the 117 Guards Battalion of Nigerian Army in Kefi, Nasarawa State, have arrested Bello Badejo, president of the Fulani Social Cultural Organization Miye Allah Hall. Bello was reportedly detained on Monday after an altercation between a retired soldier and a Fulani pastoralist escalated, leaving the retired soldier with injuries because he attacked the Fulanis attacked a soldier. An official of the organization who spoke to Daily Sun on condition of anonymity expressed concern over Badejo's continued detention, describing it as a worrisome. The official said, from what we gathered, some Fulani pastoralists had an altercation with a retired soldier suspected to be Air Force who lived within the Tudun Wada community in Karu, local government area of Nasarawa State, which caused some bodily injury on the retired soldier. The following day, the angry soldier mobilized his colleagues from the Kefi barracks to the location. Upon arrival, they caused panic and fear in the community through their sporadic gunshots. They were said to have equally made away unspecified number of cows. Unfortunately, the matter didn't end there. On Monday, when the Miye Allah president returned from journey, the soldiers from the Kefi barracks stormed his office at Malaya Cattle Market, Tudunwada, Nasarawa State, and picking up to an unknown location, and he has been there with them without communication. The sad part of the drama is that these Fulani pastoralists are neither his children, workers, nor were known to him, but obviously he was picked up because he is the president of the social cultural organization. Hence, he is seen as father and leader of the Fulani herdsmen. Meanwhile, there are indications that he has been transferred to the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, for further investigation. Family call for the release of Bello Badejo. Miye Allah president accuses army of human rights abuses. The family of Bello Badejo, president of Miye Allah Kute Hall, has called on the Nigerian military high command to order his immediate release, accusing the army of violating his human rights through what they described as illegal detention. Badejo was reportedly arrested by soldiers from the 117 Guards Battalion of the Nigerian Army in Kefi, Nasarawa State on December 9, following an incident involving headers and a retired general of the Nigerian Army at Dodonwada, Kauru, local government area council. Speaking to journalists in Abuja on Tuesday, Bello Badejo's brother, Suleiman Waziri, alleged that his brother's detention is unlawful and unconnected to any wrongdoing in his part. The family accused the Nigerian Army of breaching Badejo's human rights, describing the detention as an overreach of military authority. The general reportedly discharged firearms at a herd of cattle, causing significant losses for the herders. Acting in self-defense, the herder disarmed the general and reported the matter to the police. Despite having no connection or involvement with this incident, Alhaji Bello Badejo was arrested on the 9th of December 2024 at his office in Malaya, Nasarawa State, in a commando-style operation carried out by the 117 Battalion. His arrest is wholly unwarranted and appears to be based on unfounded allegations, Waziri said, stressing that his brother had no connection with the matter. He added, "My brother's only involvement in this matter arose when relatives of the herders approached him earlier on the morning of 9th of December 2024, pleading for his interventions as a respected leader to help secure the release of their confiscated cattle. This was purely a humanitarian effort on his part, yet he was unfairly detained without evidence linking him to the events in Tudunwada. Efforts by our legal representatives to meet with Alhaji Bello Badejo have been stonewalled. On visiting the 117 Battalion, both I and his legal counsel were denied access to him. The commanding officer claimed that permission to see him could only come from above. This denial is a flagrant violation of his constitutional rights to liberty, dignity, and legal representation." So, my good people, we don't have much to say, but I am very sure you will learn something from this message. Just like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I still remain your one and only Amandia Neze, or you can call me Ukuro Lankiz na Asia. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy this one until I come your way. I am Amandia Neze. Kemesiano.